Come on, come on. Come on.
Gift from the goddess herself. And by the fates, she chose well.
You're making me blush.
And I could do so much more.
I'm not sure about all of that.
I may be a priestess of love, but I also...
One has to be bold to attack a priestess.
I am Diona, a simple acolyte born to serve Aphrodite. These thugs are dogs of...
The cult? Tell me...
Not here. We'll be safer in the city.
Let's go. You can tell me everything you know about the cult when we arrive.
I need to get back into the city. It should be safe there. Fucking bandits! I'll cut you all down! I'm safe here. The cult of Cosmos would never strike inside the city.
Good. Tell me more about them.
Right now? At least let me catch my breath. And take a good long look at your beautiful self.
Enough idle chatter. Tell me what you know about the cult.
If you insist. We've always kept tabs on the cult, and lately they've gotten bolder. By the fates, they've driven my sister, the High Priestess, to lock herself in her chambers.
A cult leader must be involved if they're trying to kill such a public figure.
We're not dealing with the usual rats. My sister wants me to secure Keithra from the cult, and sniff out the cultists behind her troubles.
That could work. Your sister sounds smart.
The plan isn't that praiseworthy. I was nearly killed.
Unfortunate, but her plan is still good.
Then help us secure Kythera and root out the enemy. By the fates, you've seen what can happen. I can't do this on my own.
Secure Kythera? I don't work for free.
A mystios indeed. The cult has plans for the Greek world. And with my ways, I know what they will do next and where they plan to do it. I imagine this information would be useful to you. Or if that isn't enough to satisfy you, I will.
Well, it has been a while since I've...
communed with the gods. And don't worry. Vrachmi will also be given for your services.
You drive a hard bargain. So, what do you need me to do?
Just 3 simple tasks. First, my associate by the harbor needs help. Pay him a visit.
What else?
My sister believes she has leads on a traitor within our ranks. And lastly, poisoned blades are what some bandits sacked our apothecaries and have taken refuge.
If it's not the cult, it's...
Retrieve our poison vials. They will come in handy when fight.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, mystios.
Priorities, Dione. I have more questions.
About...
I'll be back. I bet people from all over come here to worship Aphrodite. High Priestess, open up!
So you can kill me? Who sent you?
Dione sent me.
What did that idiot girl send a mystios for? I gave her...
She says you think there's a traitor in your midst.
You can't trust anyone these days. What do you want with the cult?
They ripped my family apart. I'll have vengeance.
Excellent.
The cult of Cosmos have much to answer for, and they will.
Perhaps you will be of use to me. I sent one of my handmaidens to spy on some of...
She hasn't returned.
Indeed. Except I couldn't care less about her. Is the
Your dislike for your sister is obvious. What happened between you two?
I'm the firstborn, and with that comes certain privileges and responsibilities. My sister is a vindictive, jealous creature. She undermines my authority constantly. Clearly she thinks she'd make the better High Priestess. But she is my sister, and I just wish she wasn't a...
Where should I start?
I sent her to the outskirts of Keaton. I recall there...
That's where I'll start. I'll get you the information you...
Good, I'll make it worth your while.
Found her. Not many places for a handmaid to hide in the outskirts of the city. This must be it.
Get away! I'm still your
To the High Priest. She needs to know about this.
Of my handmaiden.
She was murdered. It might have something to do with this note. It says, "Don't trust the fates."
That's it?
The rest of the papyrus is stained with blood.
That makes no sense.
She protected it with her life. It wasn't for nothing.
Now we will never know for sure if there is a traitor in our ranks. But I cannot rule out our situation is dire. Work with DİONA.
Come on. Come on. Malaka! I take it you're the harbor master?
I told you. I'll pay.
DİONA sent me. She said...
DİONA?
I'm just helping her out. She has some...
Liar! I bet you want her.
Just tell me.
Huh? You think you can do better than...
As a matter of fact,
Fine. You want to prove yourself to DİONA, right? They've captured some mercenaries who are of interest to her at the fortified...
I'll see to it. But...
If you make it back alive...
Deal. But first... Freeing prisoners sounds treasonous. Why would she...
In her paranoia, the High Priestess has...
A mercenary's...
Still.
And let me guess.
Exactly.
Is DİONA someone's...
I'm her lover. And I'll be the one... Why am I telling you? I don't care what you think your relationship with her is. She's just...
Right. I've got enough to go on.
Come back when you're done.
There he is. He's over there.
Oh,
A real adventurer. Please help. Please stop it. If I eat it.
Found you. Let's hope no one notices me here.
I won't die here, mis Dios. Let me out. I owe you my life.
For Sparta! Get me out of here, quick, before the guards return. On Zeus! I'll be grateful. You have no chance. Mistios, charge! God help me! Not your best. Get it down! Alaka!
They'll execute me. I did nothing wrong.
I can never repay you, so I won't.
Eyes are playing tricks on you. I'll drink to your death tonight. Malaka, help me!
I freed the prisoners at the military camp.
There were 3 of them.
Yes, 3 of them.
I guess you're more useful than you look. In that, a man needs to...
I'm listening.
Dion's enemies have forces on Hydra Atoll. They're going to use it as a staging area to launch attacks on Kythera. You need to...
You want me to go alone to an island swarming...
Oh, is that to had a task?
Tread lightly.
Enough, pointless. She needs you to take out the captain there. His men...
Consider it...
What more could you...
Tell me what you know about the cult.
What cult?
Isn't the captain a cultist?
He could be a Malaka's god for all I care. Dione says he wants to decide the only way for... Aren't you here for the same reason?
She's already mine. And after I slay the...
You couldn't have done it without my help! Dione... She can't just forget about...
I'll be sure she does. Any idea where I can find the captain?
That rat should be somewhere around this. I led a small party that managed to...
That's all I...
We'll send a fat amount of wrack meat to your ship when you're done.
Excellent.
Go. Get out of here. And don't...
Or what?
Or I'll...
I see it. These look like the ruins Dione spoke about. Best be on my guard. Weapon. Dione will want this back.
You saved me! Aaron! Draw your weapon!
Your sister sends her.
Did you find out anything about...
There seems to be a traitor in the temple, but she's unsure who.
Interesting. Thank you, Misthios. I'll watch my back.
Here's your apothecary's...
With this, we can make sure all...
I have more questions.
About me, maybe?
This associate of yours...
Ask for the harbor master at the tavern in Scandia Harbor. He'll be the obno...
I'll be back.
Away we go!
Move or you'll get hurt.
I've never seen such a monster. This beast isn't even native to these lands. If I go out any farther, I'll capsize. I see him.
Let's see if you can use your weapon.
Your life is mine!
These don't look like cult members. Probably just well-paid mercenaries.
Ποιος ο υπέτειος?
I freed your mercenaries and dealt with the cap.
That's good news. You've dealt a You're getting sexier by the minute.
I've done what you asked.
My scouts will meet us at my villa. They'll fill us in on what they've discovered, thanks to your efforts. If I get there and we have some time on our hands...
No. The cult is what's in...
By the fates.
We've been expecting you. Please follow me. She's instructed me to take good care of you before she arrives. Your shoulders must be aching. I'm sure I can help loosen you up before DİONA arrives.
Sure you don't want to reconsider?
The High Priestess could be in grave danger.
Your loss? Fine. I'll fetch the scout and have them give us their report.
DİONA said something about the scouts and their report. Where are they?
DİONA is done with you.
Malaka!
That's enough charade, Priestess. We'll finish the job.
DİONA's done with you, Mistios. Now die! Well, you tried.
Sure you don't...
Securing Kythera can wait.
Good. I can't. By the fates!
Did she leave already?
Yes, quite a while ago, in fact.
Dioni said something about the scouts and their report.
Dioni is done.
Malaka!
I'll skin you like
That's
a
enough
deer.
charade, priestess. We'll finish the job.
Diona's done with you, Mistios. Now die!
How the mighty have fallen!
Sure you don't want to reconsider?
The High Priestess could be in grave danger. We don't have...
Your loss?
Dioni said something...
Dioni is...
Malaka!
That's enough charade, priestess. We'll finish the job.
Diona's done with you, Mistios. Now come here, you.
You! What's going on?
I was just doing as I was told. Please don't kill me.
Why did they attack me? I freed these men myself.
They only played you like she did the High Priestess. The captain you killed was a leader, and the poison was to be used against you.
I'll show that snake exactly. Why is Dioni doing this to...
Dioni hates her sister. She's been second best.
So she joined the cult to take power?
I never expect...
I'm going to kill this traitor.
She's on her way to kill the High Priestess at the altar.
The altar? Good.
Do you trust the face you see in your reflection? I don't.
Don't make me come over there!
This area will be well defended. Dioni, where is she? You're identical. I can't believe you're twins.
She's always been jealous of my success, mercenary. Living in my shadow has finally broken her. kill her now! Lived in my shadow! I loved you, Dioni. I never wanted to be your superior. Misthios, you must kill her before she lets the cult take over Kythera. You wouldn't feel a thing, you monster.
The High Priestess will know what was in the note from her handmaiden.
Do not trust the Fates! How could you possibly know that? Her end must have been so tragic she renounced the Fates. The poor I sent her to spy on you, and you had her killed. Don't listen to her lies. I am the High Priestess.
I could just kill you both!
Kill us both? You truly think she speaks true? You would know what the cult would do, wouldn't...
What if I let you settle this?
Walk away and you'll have more... Snake! She knows I am the...
Enough!
Slay Dioni where she stands! Do the right thing, Misthios.
Shut up! You! I see right through you, Dioni. It's over.
By the Fates, I'll kill you both! Fates, protect me!
A fitting feast for the eyes.
The cult of Cosmos will burn the old world to ashes and build anew.
Your cult leader has been sniffed out, High Priestess.
My own sister.
Oh, siblings.
I hated her. But I loved her too.
I know how that feels.
You've secured Kythera for me, Misthios. Now, about the cult of Cosmos.
Good thing I killed the right priestess.
Indeed. As High Priestess, it is my duty to call out to the wayward and return them to Aphrodite's bosom. And if you've ever been to Pefka and met its inhabitants, you'll see why divine intervention is their only salvation.
I've never been.
Lucky you. One of my priestesses was sent there and came back... rattled. She spoke of a man, Melite.
What about him?
The people living in Pefka are terrified of him. He runs some shady operations, but what exactly I can't be sure. Maybe this will be of help.
Thank you, High Priestess.
Now, if you'll excuse me, it is time to rebuild.